starts with understanding both, do we really understand the problem that we're operating in, and mainly understanding the level of, let's say, scope, complexity, and ambiguity that you're dealing with, because that helps you then figure out that what level of folks do you need. And so if you're in a problem space, let's say you're building a system solution that spans across 7 different organizations within your broader company, you probably need some, say, senior engineers to be involved, at least, especially in the initial phases, to help understand the dependencies, the complexities that exist, etc. So scope ambiguity is another one, which is like you may have a general definition or understanding of what you're trying to do, but there's a lot of loose ends that need to be figured out. How does this problem work with an existing system that we have? What happens to information security in this scenario as we're exchanging information with a partner, etc. So obviously, the higher level of ambiguity there is, also you need a higher level of talent to be able to disambiguate that and make it into terms that you can probably write it down in some kind of either specification or definition that others can take on and execute. And of course, there's the level of complexity. And there, one of the things I look at is, how is what we're doing, does it have precedences of something that's done? So you may be, for example, like let's say in payments, you may be launching a payment method, a new payment method, but you've launched something similar to it, maybe in another country. And so there is, I'm not saying like a copy-paste template that you can follow, but there's a general approach that's defined. So you're not really defining the entire path from scratch, and there's a more well-defined aspect there. So to me, I really start there, because that then tells me what's the caliber, the types of talent that I need, the specializations that I need to help me drive it down to that level. Then once you have that, then it's more a matter of like, okay, well, what's the quantum of the effort that's needed? How many people do you need? What are the dependencies across these? What are the risks? And how do we project plan this to determine like how many resources we need and how much time is needed, etc. But I think spending that time up front to really identify the level of both leadership in general, but also the technology seniority that you need on the team, I think goes a long way. Because that's where, if you get that wrong, then everything else kind of falls apart. It's foundational.